Have you ever paused to consider the invisible threads that weave through our daily lives, guiding our choices, shaping our beliefs, and constructing our reality? Philosophy isn't just an abstract discipline confined to dusty books. It's the silent architect of our thoughts, the unseen force behind our decisions, and the mirror reflecting our very existence. Today, let's embark on a journey to uncover how philosophical concepts permeate every facet of our lives, often without us even realizing it. Imagine waking up one morning, questioning the very nature of your reality. Is the world around you genuine, or merely an illusion crafted by your mind? This isn't just a plot from a science fiction novel. It's a philosophical inquiry that has intrigued thinkers for centuries. Take René Descartes, for instance. His famous assertion, cogito ergo sum, or I think, therefore I am, emerged from a deep skepticism about the world. Descartes pondered whether everything he perceived could be a deception, perhaps orchestrated by a malevolent demon. Yet the very act of doubting confirmed his existence. This radical doubt laid the groundwork for modern philosophy, emphasizing the importance of questioning and critical thinking. Fast forward to the 18th century, and we encounter Immanuel Kant, who introduced the idea that our understanding of the world is shaped by the structures of our mind. According to Kant, space and time aren't external realities, but forms of intuition inherent in our consciousness. This perspective challenges us to consider that our perception of reality is not a direct reflection of the world, but a construction of our mental faculties. Now, let's delve into the realm of ethics. Utilitarianism, championed by philosophers like Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, proposes that the morality of an action is determined by its outcome, specifically, the greatest happiness for the greatest number. This principle has influenced various aspects of society, from public policy to personal decision-making. For example, when governments allocate resources for healthcare, they often consider which actions will benefit the most people, reflecting utilitarian ideals. On the other hand, deontological ethics, associated with Kant, argues that certain actions are inherently right or wrong, regardless of their consequences. This approach emphasizes duty and adherence to moral rules. For instance, telling the truth is considered a moral obligation, even if it leads to unfavorable outcomes. This perspective invites us to consider the importance of intention and principle in our ethical decisions. Shifting our focus to existentialism, we encounter thinkers like Søren Kierkegaard and Jean-Paul Sartre, who explored the individual's experience in an indifferent or even absurd universe. Sartre's declaration that existence precedes essence suggests that humans first exist and then define their purpose through actions. This philosophy empowers individuals to create meaning in their lives, emphasizing personal responsibility and freedom. In contrast, Friedrich Nietzsche challenged traditional moral values, introducing the concept of the Übermensch, or Superman, an individual who creates their own values and lives beyond conventional norms. Nietzsche's critique of herd mentality and his call for self-overcoming encourage us to question societal standards and strive for personal excellence. Philosophy also intersects with science, particularly in the philosophy of mind. The hard problem of consciousness, as coined by David Chalmers, addresses the question of how physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experiences. Despite advances in neuroscience, this enigma remains unresolved, highlighting the complexities of consciousness and the limitations of empirical science in explaining subjective phenomena. Moreover, the debate between free will and determinism continues to captivate philosophers. If our actions are determined by prior causes, can we truly be held accountable for them? Compatibilists argue that free will and determinism can coexist, suggesting that freedom lies in acting according to one's desires, even if those desires are determined. This discussion has profound implications for our understanding of moral responsibility and justice. Finally, let's consider the impact of philosophy on political thought. Social contract theories, as proposed by Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, explore the origins of society and government. These theories examine how individuals consent, either explicitly or implicitly, to surrender some freedoms in exchange for security and order. The balance between individual rights and collective responsibilities remains a central theme in contemporary political discourse. As we've journeyed through the landscapes of doubt, morality, existence, consciousness, and society, it becomes evident that philosophy is not a distant academic pursuit, but a vital lens through which we interpret our world. By engaging with philosophical ideas, we not only enrich our understanding, but also empower ourselves to lead more reflective and intentional lives. So, the next time you ponder a decision, question a belief, or seek meaning, remember that philosophy is your steadfast companion, guiding you through the complexities of human experience.